Hello, everybody, and welcome to Anime Reflux, the show where we reflux on anime.
You're trying.
I'm
No part of
trying.
that.
I
No part of
appreciate.
that works.
I appreciate you trying.
It's like reflux sounds like reflect, kind of,
No,
not really.
but that's not what. No, it doesn't, and that's not what it is. You're
Okay,
close to
fine. I give up. Fine. You win. Congratulations.
Cool.
So the anime this week is Prince of Tennis, which I am, let's say, overly familiar with. I watched the whole thing.
I've seen this premise before. I feel of character is actually really good at thing. Surprise!
Surprise. What surprise?
There's no surprise at all.
Yeah.
Even in universe, they weren't really subtle about that.
Like, literally the first thing that's said about him is that he's a prodigy, is a bird. Yeah. I think that was like the first line in the show.
It's a surprise to the person who's the standard bully character.
Yeah. So, we do summary for the sake of me not just hopping on the entire show's run, which I could do, but won't.
That feels like a separate show.
Yeah. So, there is a tennis tournament going on for under 16s. And, shock of shocks, there is a 12-year-old participating. You're like, what, really? 12-year-old? I must have signed up wrong. And opening, which is very generic. And then train ride. And there is a jackass with a tennis racket that's swinging it about and almost hitting people in the face. Particularly our... let's tentatively call her the female lead.
In this guy's defense, that train is mostly empty. It's just the two other people.
Yeah, and he just happens to be standing within literal swing range of both of them, actually.
That I can't defend. Yeah, that was just stupid.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll call her the female lead, even though that's really giving her a little too much credit.
She's definitely the cheerleader.
Yeah, basically, that's her role. And there is another one of her, and there are 3 dude ones of her, and that's literally they stand on the sidelines and say, oh no, or yay, or go, and that's pretty much their entire contribution to the entire show.
Is there exposition at least?
Not really, no.
Oh.
Exposition is given by actual tennis players on the team, and they're not, effectively. So, but we weren't going to be doing me hopping on the entire show, so I should probably get back on point. So yeah, our boy Wonder is like, hey, jackass, shut up. Not stop swinging the racket, but shut up, which, you know, I guess Japan's close enough. And gives him shit for getting his grip wrong on the tennis racket and wanders away. Then the girl follows him and everyone realizes, oh shit, we actually needed to get off the train, which, okay. And he asks the girl for directions to a tennis pavilion, I want to say, is the word.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. And she accidentally gives him the wrong directions. So the tournament he was supposed to participate in, he misses.
Does he actually miss it? I thought it hadn't happened yet.
No, he missed it.
He missed it.
He missed his match by 5 minutes, so he lost by default.
Oh. Well, shit.
Yeah. And when she chases after him or rather tracks him down so she can apologize, he's like, yeah, that was totally your fault. Yep. Who else could it have been? Which, I mean, yeah, he's not wrong. Really, I mean,
Yeah, there's no real arguing there. I mean, he could have put more effort into finding the way himself, but not really entirely his fault.
yeah, I mean, a lot said about this character being a jackass and a Mary Sue, which, yeah, kind of comes off that way for most of the show, all of the show. But more often than not, he's not actually wrong, which is unfortunate.
That's part of being a Mary Sue.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Oh, by the way, he's participating in the under-16s tournament, which, with the benefit of foresight, I actually find kind of funny, because based on later parts of this series, players around the age of 16 are playing tennis matches with 10 balls at once and bullshit like that. So, I would actually be interested in seeing that if he'd actually participated and just get curb stomped.
That would have been really cool.
Yeah, just make it supernatural bullshit tennis right from the offing. That would have been fascinating. Anyway, yeah. So, Jackass shows up and says, "Hey, you jerk."
Accurate.
Yeah. And Wonder Boy goes, "You're a jerk. Let's play tennis." And they play tennis, and it turns out Wonder Boy is really good at tennis, and the jackass tries to cheat and calls a ball out when it isn't really out, and actively throws his racket at Wonder Boy, and very obviously so, which I'm pretty sure would be an assault charge.
It was an accident. His hands were sweaty.
No, he was in the middle of reaching up and then completely changed his motion to throw the racket. Yeah. But yeah, then Wonder Boy continues kicking his ass at tennis and does the thing like, "I'm winning, ha 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 ha." And his friends are like, "Hey, you should probably just stop and say you lost, okay? Just enough." And Wonder Boy's like, "No, I can still play." And then he switches the racket to his other hand because it turns out he was left-handed all along.
Yeah, that was way too much. The surprise, I was using my offhand. Like, you already showed he was good.
Yeah, using his his inferior hand, let's call it that, to hit a shot where the ball spins enough that it literally stops in place when it hits the ground, which is basically functionally impossible, I'm fairly sure.
Yeah,
That's not how momentum works.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
yeah, it's physically impossible. But
And he did that with the wrong hand. I guess it really did set the tone for supernatural tennis right from the beginning. Yeah.
Let's not forget lead girl's grandma coming in. Apparently the coach who just is slobbing on him the whole time.
Yep.
Just driving that.
Disgusting but accurate choice of words.
I'm not changing them.
I'm not asking you to.
Yeah. It's actually kind of uncomfortable now that you put it in those words. So
You're a damn adult and a tennis coach. You've seen people better than this. You had to have. Like, stop it.
yeah. So
Stop it, Grandma.
that's where the episode ends. Pretty much. Look how great this guy is.
But what's his goal? I don't know. Look how great he is. But like, what's happening? Who are these people? What are their motivations? No, this kid's awesome. It's just he's great.
You can really tell that this is a long running show based purely on how much happens in this episode and where it leaves off. Like, there's no cliffhanger. Just like, hey, here's the character. He's pretty good, I guess.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this is just straight up the first chapter of the manga, and that's it. Yeah. So, if you found this character to be not particularly interesting because there was nothing to get invested in because all they showed was how good he is at tennis, you should be prepared to feel that way about most of the characters in the show. Yeah. Not like most of this show revolves around I need to be better at tennis and not much else. Yeah, it's very shallow.
Mm-hmm. There was nothing about this show that really grabbed me. It just felt like something I've seen before, but without something interesting to really grab me other than look how cool this guy is and how good he is at tennis.
Oh, and that leitmotif of da 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 da. I hope you like that. It is used a lot. It's used a lot. A lot. Yeah. Sorry.
It's okay. As someone who like plays tennis and that was my sport in high school, I thought this show. I read the manga when I was little, and I thought it was I did,
Yeah,
and I
fair
thought it
enough.
was amazing because of how impossible and stupid some of the things were that they did, and I just kind of sat there and shook my head and said, "Oh my gosh, this is awesome."
That's
Fair enough.
That's the appeal to it. Is what I got
Pretty
from
much.
that. And for me personally, it's not quite like I'm not at that stage in my life where that's what I'm looking for in a show anymore.
Don't worry, Prince of Tennis. It's not you, it's him.
No,
Like-
have you guys ever heard this called the Dragon Ball Z of sports anime?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Which I think is a
Pretty
little
much mine.
unfair. Dragon Ball Z had some writing in it.
Chase
So
doesn't
that's-
like the show.
I watched 189 episodes of this show, so no, I
Wow,
don't.
how's all that wasted
Why?
time feel?
I had a lot of free time in university.
It's like almost 90 hours we'll never get back.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
You had to have had some interest in the show to get taste.
It was very easy to watch, I'll say that much.
That is true.
Yeah, it's a thing you can just watch and literally shut your brain off and you won't even care. But, you know, if you want really, really shallow story about superpowered tennis that escalates to the point where there is a tennis match played in a storm and it's Wonder Boy playing against someone who actually one-ups his move of a ball stopping dead on the court to actually stopping dead, spinning for a few seconds, and then turning around and rolling the other way until it hits the net.
Like, the only way you could have grabbed me with that sentence was if you said instead of a storm, you said it in space. Because that's a level of ridiculousness where I start to feel like it's so bad and crazy it actually turns around to being good again.
Like at Atama?
Like Esotama, yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
But, like,
Well, my thoughts on this show. I mean, I do like the song. types of characters. But I will. There's not much substance to the show. I mean, I've heard of Prince of Tennis. It was one of the standard shows on Toonami, and well, I was never interested in watching it. I'm not a very sporty kind of. No. I don't know. Just I never had much interest in watching this show, and well, I have a modicum more interest now that Did I cut out again?
You have a modicum more interest now.
Now that I've seen the first episode, but probably not going to watch any more of it, unless I get another reason to. Just, it's not bad, but I mean, it's not something that I'm particularly interested in watching. I mean, I'd like to see if they come up with a more substantial story, but from what you've said, they don't.
It's school tennis tournaments. That's it.
Oh, well. Well, any other thoughts?
Nah.
It's just sport shonen. I don't know.
I have no plans to continue watching this at all. Although I do want to play Mario Tennis now.
Same.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, Kenshi, if you...
Right, let's get as far from this as possible.
Did you have something else to say, Casey?
No, I was going to say roll it up. So, yeah.
Okay.
We do.
All right, let's get as far away from this show as possible. All right. 19.
19. Okay, so let's see. That would be at a T at this point.
19?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's T because we don't have Q. Yeah.
All right. 120.
Very well done. And out of that, we get 73.
73. Let's take a look. Well, this could be interesting. The winner this week is Tiger Mask W.
Yes!
Yeah!
Okay. I'm getting the feeling Kenshi and Zero know what this is.
Yeah, I do.
Let me take a wild guess. Wrestling.
Well, there's a guy that looks like King from Tekken as the image, so yeah, wrestling.
That evil laugh.
That's a maniacal cackle. Whoops, that's the wrong channel that I almost put a pen in.
The only thing better than this would have been Ultimate Muscle, but I'll take it.
What about One Punch Man?
It's not the same at all.
No, Zero wants to watch One Punch Man for this, I think.
Two young wrestlers face each other in a recently revived underground wrestling station, the Tiger Slayer, which destroyed the wrestling dojo they grew up in. One took over the training facilities of Naoto Date at the foot of Mount Fuji, as well as the mask he left behind. The other dared to enter the Tiger's lair and won a fierce competition, receiving a jet black tiger mask. One tiger walks the path of light, while the other walks the path of shadows. Neither one knows the other's face. On the ring, they are natural enemies, but they have the same purpose: destroy the Tiger's lair.
I'm kind of down for this.
That
sounds kind of awesome.
You have no idea.
Alright, well, I guess it's Tiger Mask.
From one sports anime to the other.
This is nothing like that.
Yeah.
Hopefully this is better.
Oh, we didn't discuss what is basically the reverse gender panty shot of Prince of Tennis, which is the shirt lifted up so you can see their abs. They do that a lot too.
The art style is so aged that I actually did not notice that.
Yeah. So yeah, it's to Tiger Mask W. Is the show we're watching. It looks okay. When was this made? 2016?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's recent.
Oh, damn, okay. All right. Down for this. So I guess that's pretty much it for this one. We'll be back next week with another episode reviewing Tiger Mask W, which should at the very least be more fun than this one was, I suppose.
I'm excited.
Until next week, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.